What is up, everybody? I am Chef D, and welcome to another episode of Cheat with D. Today, I have a very, very special guest with me today. She is a fitness enthusiast, and she's also doing a 40-day revival with a group called the Hot Moms Club. She is a military vet, and she's a mother of two. Everybody welcome, Megan Michelle.
Hi, thanks for having me.
No problem. Are you ready to cheat with D today?
I am.
All right. So today, our special cheat meal isn't really a cheat meal. Today, we're going to focus on refeeds. So what a refeed is just eating more calories than you're used to. It's just a caloric surplus. So for those who want to lose weight, you have to eat in a caloric deficit, which is eating less calories. If you want to maintain your weight, is a maintenance calories, which is just maintaining the calories that you're used to eating. And if you want to gain weight, you have to eat in a caloric surplus, which is more calories than you're used to. So today, we're just going to have some food that just has a little bit more calories, a little bit more fat, more carbs, but it still has great protein, great carbs, and all that stuff. So I want to ask you a question. So it's a serious question. Do you have to be hot to be in a Hot Moms Club? Like, what is that? So I'm just like, do you have to be like, is it average or what? Like, what's up?
I mean, I'll get you there.
Am I hotter? But yeah, just tell us a little bit more about that. What is it?
The Hot Moms Club, honestly, what it was, I guess for me, it is the one thing that I have finally done where I am living in my purpose. So this is something that is really near and dear to me because I have been through a lot in my life. And so this is a women's support group where I am creating a safe space for women to thrive off of the two things that got me through every trial and tribulation in my life, which is faith and fitness.
Okay. Would you say fitness has been the one thing that's gotten you through everything that you've been through?
Honestly, I want to say I was physically active all throughout my life, but fitness was something that I started taking seriously maybe 3 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, because I saw that you used to be like smaller than what you used to be like, what, 100 pounds?
Less than 100.
Wow. So like, what shifted that to where like you got to where you are now, to where like you look like you just out here knocking everybody out?
Well, obviously everyone has chapters in their lives, and during that chapter of my life, I was doing a lot of print work. So obviously, when
like
you
print modeling?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you do print work, you have to be small, petite. That Kendall Jenner frame.
Yeah.
So I was that, and 3 years ago, I was going through a breakup with my daughter's dad, and
It's always the breakups. That's why.
it is, and we want that revenge button.
Right.
So that's what it is, So I had to come back. I had to get the curves. I had to make him hate himself.
Oh wow. I'm sorry to that man. I know you talk about different topics on your social media, and one of them was anxiety. For me personally, that one hit because I suffer with anxiety. Whether it's just me being an overthinker or just the trauma of me taking off my shirt because of people used to just bully me, call me fat, and all that stuff, or just name calling me. So for me, I still suffer from that. It's still hard for me to take off my shirt in public, despite what everybody else thinks. Like, it's very, I get frozen. Like, I become stuck when I'm like at the beach or at a pool and it's time to like go inside because I'm so used to just going to the pool with my shirt on, and it's just the psychological trauma that I've just been through. It still affects me till this day, and it creates anxieties, and just like I said, being an overthinker, I think so far ahead that I don't become present in the now. So do you suffer from anxiety, or like has there been a time to where like anxiety has just affected your life, and like how did you get through that, or how do you get through it?
I do. And obviously, when it comes down to anxiety, there's different forms of anxiety. Just like you said, you suffer from trauma. Mine stems from trauma as well. Like I said, the reason why I created the Hot Moms Club was because I've been through a lot of things stemming from mental, physical, emotional abuse, and the loss of my husband.
Oh, wow.
So I've been through a plethora of things that I would never wish upon someone else. With that being said, just like you said, you overthink when it comes down to controlling things, when it comes down to the future. And I'm kind of the same way when it comes down to all of that. All of these things happen to me out of my control.
Yeah.
Just like with what happened to you. I wouldn't really necessarily say when it comes down to dealing with it, as you said, you suffer from it, but I would want you personally to change that terminology, because a lot of people say that they suffer from it. And I like to say that there's stages of anxiety. One, you start suffering and then you battle it. Mm-hmm. And then you learn to live with it. And I think that's where you are now, because now you're here, you have your own YouTube channel, you're here shirtless. You know what I mean? Like, that's amazing.
Thank you.
So now you're living with it. We learn how to live with these things. And I think that that's really what I've been doing. So I can't say that I have a way to go through or deal with anxiety, because it's something just like grief. It's something that you just learn to live with.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't want to make you relive the past, but you just said something so profound. Like you said, you lost, your husband. Like,
yeah.
How much of an impact did that, I guess, shape the whole trajectory of like your life today? Because that's something that's hard. Like, I've never lost a loved one like that.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine, the type of pain and grief that you probably had dealing with losing your husband.
Mm-hmm. Everything that came from that was just more so hard topic. But I would just say, you know me, you've known me for years now. It's really just opened my heart. Good and a bad thing. I try to control things, but because I lost him, I kind of just let things be. And I overlove, I overdo things. I take advantage of every opportunity that I have. I try to pour myself into everything when it comes down to life. I put my all into everything. Yeah, because you just never know. Mm-hmm. With everything that's happened to me, you really never know.
So as a mother of two and somebody who has so much on their plate, like, how do you even have time to even incorporate fitness in your life? You know what I'm saying? Because you look amazing and you sound so busy. Mm-hmm. So for the everyday mom out there, like, I guess I want them to know, like, your secret, like, to being able to take care of yourself, to find time for, yourself. Yeah.
The secret is fitness. So that's why, to me, I'm like, I actually put fitness into my 40-day program, and that's a big deal. Like I said, it goes hand in hand with faith when it comes down to me. Mm-hmm. So with fitness, you don't even necessarily have to go into it, like I said, wanting that revenge body or anything, or you wanting to lose weight because people were making fun of you. For me, I just think it's more so investing in yourself, having that one thing that you're doing for yourself. Mm-hmm. And having that time allotted so that you don't feel like everything else comes before you.
Yeah.
So that's what it is for me when it comes down to fitness. That's what has kept me going with everything else. That's kind of the fuel to this train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I commend you for being such a strong woman, just from everything you've been through. Mm-hmm. Even though you still have a lot on your plate, even though you still have 2 kids to take care of, you still take the time to take care of yourself, which is very important.
Yes.
And, a lot of people can learn a lot from that. Just because you're busy doesn't mean you have to put yourself last. Absolutely. Speaking of putting yourself last, this is the last thing you have to cut. It's the potatoes. So we're going to cut these in 4, and then we're going to put them in water, and then we're just going to let them do its thing, and then we're going to mash them later. And after that, we're going to cook the lamb chops, cook the sauteed spinach, and then the best part is the plating. But I'm going to do that because I don't know how you play that. I don't know. finished plating our lamb chops. We have it with garlic mashed potatoes, sauteed spinach, and our homemade balsamic glaze. I'm not sure about you all, but my mouth is just salivated saying all that. So, are you ready to try some?
I am. It just looks too pretty to eat.
I mean, well, it's got to get 8. So, do you want to do the honors and cut, or do you want me to cut?
You can cut it.
You want me to cut?
Uh-huh.
No one's ever asked me to cut before. First time for everything, y'all. All right. Take it with this. Some of the sauce.
Are you feeding me?
I'm feeding you. Mm-hmm. What's your take?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Would you make this for yourself for like a cheat day? Would you consider this recipe something that you'll take home with you and like something that you and the kids could do?
Not the kids.
Oh, just for you. Oh, the kids get pizza. But I just want to say thank you again for your transparency, your vulnerability, and just the overall strength you've shown in this show. I know it takes a lot of courage to talk about everything you talked about today, especially with losing a loved one, with just all the trials and tribulations you've had. Mm-hmm. We all go through them, and for you to just still thrive, especially with having children, we commend you. I commend you. To the viewers that want to know about the Hot Moms Club, how do they go about signing up for that?
I would say just go to the Instagram. So HMC_Megan Michelle, no A, and the link will be in the bio.
All right, no A, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys took a lot from this episode. Anxiety is a real thing. We all go through it, but it's just, it takes time. It's just a day at a time. So you all just know you are loved, you are appreciated, and whatever you're going through, you will get through it. And until next time, stay tuned, and thank you for joining another episode of Cheat with D.
Put your fork in it. Y'all just eating and breathing hard and shit, thinking how it tastes. What the fuck?